Why reading is so important. Imagine a world where your thoughts flow freely, unhindered by language barriers. A world where you connect effortlessly with millions, sharing ideas, stories, and laughter. This isn't a fantasy, but a reality waiting for you, powered by the incredible skill of English communication. It all begins with a simple, yet profoundly powerful habit. That habit, my friends, is reading. Why reading, you ask? Because reading is the ultimate gym for your brain, especially for language learning. It exposes you to new vocabulary and context, showing you how words truly behave. You absorb grammar naturally, without tedious rules, simply by seeing correct structures repeatedly. When you read, you don't just see words, you dive into different cultures, perspectives, and ways of thinking. A compelling novel or even an engaging article transports you, expanding your world beyond your current horizons. This deep immersion builds a rich understanding of English, far beyond just memorizing definitions from a dictionary. Think about it, every page you turn, every sentence you process, is a mini lesson. You encounter diverse sentence structures, idiomatic expressions, and rhetorical flourishes. This consistent exposure hardens your linguistic muscles, making recognition and comprehension faster and more intuitive. It's like building a vast internal library of English. But reading is just the first step. To truly unlock English, you must activate another crucial sense, listening. Listening to English is like tuning into the rhythm and music of the language. It helps you grasp pronunciation, intonation, and stress patterns, which are often not apparent from text alone. Whether it's podcasts, YouTube videos, movies, or even just daily conversations around you, immerse yourself. Your brain begins to identify common phrases and natural speech speeds. This passive absorption is vital. It builds your comprehension skills so you can understand others clearly, which is half the battle in any conversation. Now, for the part that scares many, talking. How do you start? The simplest, most effective way is right where you are, at home. Don't wait for a perfect opportunity or a native speaker. Begin by talking to yourself, even if it feels awkward at first. Your living room is your private practice stage. Imagine you're explaining your day to an invisible friend, describing objects around your house, or narrating your cooking process aloud. This low-pressure environment allows you to experiment with new words and sentence structures without fear of judgment. It builds muscle memory for your mouth and tongue, crucial for fluid speech. This might sound silly, but it's incredibly powerful. You're building a foundation of confidence and fluency. By hearing your own voice speaking English, you become more comfortable with the sounds you produce. This internal rehearsal is indispensable before you step out and engage with the wider English-speaking world. Let's talk about a very interesting story, perhaps your own journey with English. Or maybe the story of countless successful learners who started just like you. They often share a common thread: observing how other people talk in English. This isn't about mimicry, but about learning natural flow and common phrases. Watch how native speakers connect their words, the pauses they take, and their nonverbal cues. Pay attention to how they express emotions or opinions. This observation provides invaluable insights into the practical application of the language. It's like having a free, live language laboratory running all around you, 24/7. You can find these examples everywhere, on TV shows, in interviews, even in short clips on social media. Notice their tone, their humor, their politeness. This is real-world English, far more dynamic and nuanced than textbook dialogues. It teaches you how to sound authentic, not just grammatically correct. The next vital step is listen and practice. This isn't just about passive listening, it's active engagement. After listening to a phrase or a sentence, pause and try to repeat it exactly as you heard it. Focus on the intonation, the rhythm, and even the subtle nuances of pronunciation. Shadowing, a technique where you speak along with a recording, is immensely effective. It trains your mouth and brain to produce English sounds more accurately and quickly. This repetitive practice bridges the gap between understanding and producing, transforming passive knowledge into active, usable language skills. Remember, consistency trumps intensity. Short, regular listening and practice sessions are far more beneficial than sporadic, long ones. Even just 15 to 20 minutes daily can lead to remarkable progress over time. Make it a part of your routine, just like brushing your teeth or having your morning coffee. So, how to talk at home to yourself effectively? Make it a habit to narrate your daily activities. I am walking to the kitchen. I need to boil some water for tea. The kettle is whistling loudly. Describe what you see, what you feel, what you plan to do next. Use a mirror. Look at yourself as you speak. This helps you become aware of your facial expressions and mouth movements, which are crucial for clear pronunciation. It also helps you overcome self-consciousness, making the act of speaking English feel more natural and less intimidating over time. Record yourself. Use your phone to record short monologues or even just a few sentences. Listen back critically. Do you sound clear? Is your pronunciation accurate? This self-assessment is powerful. It highlights areas for improvement and allows you to track your progress effectively, boosting your motivation. Don't strive for perfection from the start. Embrace your mistakes as learning opportunities. The goal is to communicate, not to be flawless. Every error is a stepping stone to better English. The more you speak, the more natural and automatic the language will become for you. Another common challenge is how to remember words. It's not about rote memorization. The human brain remembers best when new information is connected to existing knowledge or experiences. Context is king. When you learn a new word, don't just write it down. Use it in a sentence immediately. Create vivid mental images associated with the words. If you learned serene, picture a calm, tranquil lake. Engage multiple senses if possible. The more associations you build, the stronger the memory trace will be, making retrieval easier when you need to use the word in conversation. Flashcards can be helpful, but use them actively. Don't just flip them. Try to recall the meaning before looking. Even better, write your own example sentences on the back. Spaced repetition systems, like Anki, are fantastic because they show you words just as you're about to forget them, optimizing recall. Group related words together. Learn synonyms, antonyms, and collocations, words that naturally go together, like make a decision, not do a decision. This builds a semantic network in your brain, making vocabulary recall faster and more integrated into your active language use. Now, why should you practice speaking, not just reading or listening? Because speaking is the active output. It forces your brain to retrieve words, construct sentences, and articulate them in real time. This is where all your input, from reading and listening, transforms into actual communication ability. Without speaking practice, you might understand everything you hear or read, but struggle to express yourself. It's like knowing all the rules of soccer but never actually kicking a ball. Speaking is the kicking the ball part, essential for developing true fluency and confidence in English. Regular speaking practice breaks down the psychological barriers of fear and hesitation. The more you speak, the less self-conscious you become. You realize that making mistakes is normal and part of the learning process. This liberation from fear is incredibly empowering for any language learner. It allows you to experiment with different expressions and conversational styles. You discover what feels natural to you and what sounds awkward. This self-correction process refines your speech, making it more fluid, idiomatic, and truly your own, reflecting your personality in English. Remember that the journey of learning English is a marathon, not a sprint. Celebrate small victories. Every new word learned, every sentence spoken, every conversation understood is a significant step forward. Be patient and kind to yourself throughout this exciting process. You are building a skill that will open doors to new opportunities, cultures, and friendships. The effort you put in today will yield incredible rewards tomorrow. So, keep reading, keep listening, and most importantly, keep speaking, even if it's just to yourself at home. Think of reading as building your linguistic foundation, brick by brick. Each book, article, or online post adds to the strength and stability of your English house. The wider your reading range, the more robust your vocabulary and grammar will become, providing a solid base. Then, consider listening as the wiring and plumbing of that house. It connects your understanding to the flow of real-world English. It ensures that when you speak, your words resonate with natural rhythm and intonation, making your communication smooth and understandable to others. Starting to talk at home is like furnishing your house. You're making it livable, making it your own space where you can comfortably express yourself. This private practice allows you to arrange your thoughts and try out new phrases without any external pressure or judgment. Observing how other people talk in English is like visiting beautifully designed houses. You get ideas, learn about different styles, and see how others effectively utilize their linguistic space. This external inspiration helps you refine your own approach and adopt useful patterns. Listening and practicing actively, perhaps through shadowing, is like running simulations in your linguistic house. You're testing the wiring, ensuring the plumbing works, making sure everything is in sync. This active engagement hones your production skills, making you more efficient. Talking at home to yourself is the daily maintenance. It's making sure everything stays in working order, reinforcing what you've learned. It's a continuous, low-stakes rehearsal that keeps your English muscles agile and ready for real-world interactions whenever they arise. Remembering words effectively is crucial for building the interior decor of your English house. It's about placing each word in its proper room, connecting it to other pieces, making it easily accessible and ready for use. Context and active recall are your best interior designers. And finally, why you should practice speaking is because your English house isn't meant to be just for show, it's meant to be lived in. It's about inviting others in, having conversations, sharing experiences, and truly connecting. Speaking brings your language skills to life. Your ability to communicate effectively in English will open countless doors. Imagine travel without barriers, career opportunities expanding, or simply enjoying global media without subtitles. This is the tangible reward of your consistent effort and dedication to practice. It's not just about grammar and vocabulary, it's about confidence. The more you speak, the more confident you become in your abilities. This newfound self-assurance radiates, making you more willing to take risks and engage in more complex conversations, accelerating your learning even further. Let's consider a practical scenario. You're watching a popular English TV series. You've read subtitles, you've listened carefully. Now, try pausing and repeating a line that caught your attention. Imitate the character's tone, speed, and even their emotion. This is active practice. Or maybe you just finished reading an inspiring article. Don't just close the tab. Try summarizing the main points aloud to yourself. Use the new vocabulary you encountered in the text. This reinforces learning and pushes you to actively produce language, not just passively consume it. Even mundane tasks can become opportunities. While doing dishes, narrate your actions. I'm washing this plate. It's very dirty. Now I'm rinsing it under the water. I need to put it on the drying rack. This constant, low-stakes interaction with English keeps your brain engaged. This consistent self-talk builds automaticity. You're training your brain to think in English, reducing the need for mental translation. The less you translate, the faster and more natural your speech becomes, allowing for smoother, more spontaneous conversations. Remember the very interesting story aspect? Every learner has one. It's the story of how they overcame initial shyness, struggled with pronunciation, but persevered. Your own journey will become an interesting story, filled with triumphs and valuable lessons learned along the way. Embrace the journey, the ups and downs. There will be days when you feel frustrated, and days when you feel like a superstar. Both are part of the process. The key is not to give up, to keep showing up for yourself and for your English learning goals. Learning English is truly an investment in yourself. It's a skill that depreciates very slowly and yields immense returns over a lifetime. It's about opening up a whole new world of information, entertainment, and human connection that was previously inaccessible to you. So, what are you waiting for? Start today. Pick up a book, even a simple one. Find an English podcast you enjoy. Stand in front of your mirror and just start talking. The first step is always the hardest, but also the most rewarding in the long run. Don't worry about sounding perfect. Focus on being understood. Fluency isn't about speaking without mistakes, it's about speaking smoothly and confidently enough to convey your message effectively. Embrace your unique accent, it's a part of who you are. Your confidence will grow with every word spoken, every sentence constructed. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll feel stepping out of your comfort zone and engaging in real conversations with others, whether online or in person. Think about the incredible satisfaction of holding a conversation entirely in English, expressing your true thoughts and feelings. This profound sense of accomplishment is within your reach, simply by consistently applying these fundamental principles of reading, listening, and speaking. Make it a game. Challenge yourself to learn 5 new words a day, or to have a 5-minute English monologue every morning. Gamification can make the learning process fun and engaging, preventing burnout and keeping your motivation levels high over time. Share your progress with a friend or a family member. Even if they don't speak English, the act of vocalizing your goals and achievements can reinforce your commitment. Consider finding an online language exchange partner for real-time conversation practice. The English language connects billions of people worldwide. By mastering it, you are not just learning a skill, you are joining a global community. Imagine the new friendships, the business opportunities, and the personal growth that await you on this exciting journey. So, let your journey begin now. Embrace the power of reading, the clarity of listening, and the freedom of speaking. Your English superpowers are ready to be unleashed, transforming your life one word, one sentence, one conversation at a time. The future is fluent. Every single word you read strengthens your mind, every sound you hear sharpens your ear, and every phrase you speak builds your confidence. This holistic approach ensures comprehensive development. Your English mastery is not a dream, it's a dedicated path to success.